In this video, I'm going to walk you through Lesson 3 of Unit 8.1 from OpenSciEd. Okay, first of all, we ended Lesson 2 kind of thinking about what materials we could use to investigate if solid things change shape when forces are applied. And so if you have not done that, you can kind of do it as you navigate in. Here is the slide. And so you're going to talk about what could we investigate further about shape changes and collisions. And we asked them to brainstorm what are some rigid materials that could be useful to test in order to investigate this question. So in this lesson, we're going to be talking about concrete and glass and golf clubs and baseball bats and baseball. So we're going to use a lot of different examples of rigid materials and look to see if we can see any changes in shape. So having students kind of brainstorm their ideas helps them feel like they're driving this investigation because we're going to use some ideas that they might have come up with. Well, then we make an initial claim about solid objects bending or changing. So this is what we're going to do before we watch some videos. We make an initial claim, and this is going to happen on the top of their handout that you will pass out. And it looks like this on their handout. They're going to fill in the blank here with do or do not. So all solid objects do bend or change shape when pushed in a collision, or all solid objects do not bend or change shape when pushed in a collision. So they're going to fill this out on the top of their handout. And their handout looks like this. It's a claim and observations organizer. Now I adjusted the format a little bit, mostly just got rid of that big top margin and spaced it out a little bit to write more observations. They're going to also watch a demonstration, the laser demonstration and the concrete video. So there's room for 2 more videos that are going to happen here. The first 3 are these slow motion videos. So here I have video A, B, and C. You can see that this one is a car collision. Video B is a golf club hitting a golf ball. And video C is a baseball bat with a baseball. And so we're watching these slow motion videos, and students are going to write observations on their handout. And then you're going to ask them to consider if their observations supported or refuted their initial claim. And basically, there's a slide to help you. They're just going to, in that final column, put support or refute, you can see in this third column right here. Then you're going to take a poll, and you're going to discuss some ideas before earning the term contact force. And the poll is, do really solid objects bend or change shape when pushed during a collision? So a golf ball might, and a baseball might, or a baseball bat might, but with something like concrete. And so do all objects, a steel beam, do these things also change or bend, change shape when pushed during a collision? So then they earn the term contact force, and contact force gets added to the word wall. And basically, it's just a force that an object experiences due to contact with another object. And so you're going to add this to the word wall. They're earning the word contact force. So now you can start using this term as a class. And then they're going to make some predictions about how a contact force may change other objects, including a piece of glass. And so there is a laser, sponge, and glass demonstration. There is a video of how to set it up. Basically, a laser gets shown onto a mirror that's first on a drum and then on a hard surface, like such as glass. And so what we're showing is that hard surfaces like glass or a desk also bend or change shape because the laser bounces, and you can see this on the wall. I have provided an alternate video in the materials prep if you want to take a look at that. Okay, and then there's a time-lapse video of bending concrete. So these are your next 2 examples. So your graphic organizer now has 5 examples with observations, and they're going to see if those support or refute their initial claim. And then they're going to write an explanation using evidence from all of those videos and the demonstration to support or refute their original claim. And so basically, they are all going to come to the conclusion that I guess all things bend or change shape, and they're going to rewrite their original claim and then use some data to support or refute their claim from evidence from the videos or the demonstration. we're going to earn the word deform. And this word is going to be used a lot in the next lesson, deformation or deform, and we're going to add it to the word wall. Deform is basically when an object changes or bends shape. You can see there's a picture here to support your ML learners. And we add it to the word wall. And then we consider if applying any amount of force to a solid object would cause it to bend. And so we're going to use this slide to help us navigate into the next lesson. And we're going to think about how we could design an investigation like the engineers did with the concrete beam to test to figure out if any amount of force would cause a solid object to bend or change shape. And so we're going to be moving into the investigation in the next lesson. And the next lesson is all about deformation, but also breaking point, because at some point the forces make things break. But don't go there yet. That's going to be lesson 4. All right, let's talk about materials prep.